T&I committee. Mr. Larsen.
Yeah. Thank you, Ranking Member Carbajal, and thank you, Chair McDowell, for calling this very timely hearing. Every day, the women and men of the Coast Guard coordinate and execute law enforcement operations to halt illicit activities, to protect lives, and to safeguard the interests of the U.S. Through partnerships with other federal agencies and with international allies and partners, COSIs interrupt and intercept individuals breaking U.S. and international laws. Coast Guard's been enforcing maritime laws for 250 years, and it shows. From drug and migrant interdiction to IUU fishing enforcement, nobody does it better. Recently, the Coast Guard has intercepted and seized several shadow fleet oil tankers in the Caribbean. By violating international law, these vessels and their operators become subject to search and seizure by the Coast Guard. This is a long-standing Coast Guard authority. To ensure a safely executed mission, Coast Guard personnel work closely with other agencies. And while recent operations have received public attention, and I'll have a few questions about it, it's not uncommon for the Coast Guard to exercise this authority in these venues. There are hundreds of dark fleet commercial vessels operating in violation of fishing laws, labor laws, and in some cases, trafficking people and narcotics. While the administration has chosen to target oil tankers, we can't forget these other serious maritime crimes. Illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing, otherwise known as IUU fishing, is when vessel operators violate national or international laws, regulations, or management schemes designed to ensure the sustainability of fish stocks. And most of these cases are found in areas like Oceania or Alaska and in and around the Aleutians. So we have certainly a direct interest in IUU fishing. Not only does this put a strain on fish stocks, but it also undermines hardworking fishers who abide by the law, including many of those folks in my district. The Coast Guard's role in addressing and preventing IUU fishing not only protects U.S. interests, it assists partners and ally nations. In fiscal years 23 and 24, the Coast Guard set its interdiction goal at 40% of the detected fishing vessels conducting IUU fishing within the U.S. Exclusive Economic Zone, or EEZ. Each of those years, the service interdicted 21% of detected vessels, with the majority detections and interdictions occurring at the time in the Gulf of Mexico. Over the same period, the Coast Guard boarded and inspected 274 fishing vessels on the high seas or within the EEZ of a foreign nation, resulting in 75 violations. So with more resources, I'm hopeful we can improve those numbers. Today, we're going to hear some good news stories about the Coast Guard enforcement activities, but as we discuss those successes, I do want to hear as well how the Coast Guard is ensuring that other core missions, like search and rescue, are not neglected. In closing, I'd be remiss if I did not talk about the sacrifice that comes with military service. Each service member has dedicated his or her life to protecting the country, and recent operations demonstrate the risk associated with that. And I look forward to hearing from our witnesses today on ways to improve the lives of COSIs serving at sea who are conducting these law enforcement missions, and how we can continue to support and improve the service. With that, I yield back.